Today we'll be looking at using the prime factorization method to find the square root of different numbers. So here for the first one, we have to find the square root of 144. So I'm just going to go ahead and draw up my table here. And I'm going to put 144 on my table. And based on the numbers that I have here, I will have to go ahead and start dividing by using the smallest prime numbers. So we start here, we have 2 as a prime number, 3, 5, and 7. So the smallest prime number is 2. If 2 can go into 144, I'm going to start off with using the number 2. So I have my number 2 here. So 2 into 14 goes 7 times. 2 into 4 goes 2 times. I'm going to check to see if I can use 2 to divide into 72 again. So 2 into 72, so we have here 27 goes 3 times with a remainder of 1. 2 into 12 goes 6 times. Is 36 a number that is divisible by 2? Yes. So here we have 2 into 36 goes 18 times. We're going to use the number 2 again. 2 into 18 goes 9 times. Is 9 a number that is divisible by 2? No. So I'm going to move on to my next prime number, which is 3. Can 3 go into 9 without leaving a remainder? Yes. 3 into 9 goes 3 times. Can I use the number 3 to divide into 3? So I have 3 into 3 goes 1 time. So what I'm going to do next, I'm just going to go ahead and write out my prime factors. So here we have 2 times 2 times 2 times 2 times 3 times 3. In order to get our answer, I have 2 brackets here. So I'm going to put 1 of each. So I have 2. So I'm going to just cancel them out. So I have 2 here. And I just cancel them out as I go along. I have my number 3. And I have my number 3 here. So I'm going to go ahead and multiply. 2 times 2 is 4. And 3 times 4 is 12. So here we have 12. And we have 12 here also. So our answer is the square root of 144 is equal to 12. So this is basically saying that when we multiply 12 times 12, we are going to get 144. But when we find the square root of 144, we are going to get the answer, which is 12. We're going to look at the square root of 729. So we're going to go ahead and draw up our table just the same. So we have 7, 2, 9. And again, we're going to start off by using our smallest prime number that is divisible into the number. We're going to check to see, is 729 divisible by 2? No, it is not. Is 3 a number that is 729 divisible by 3? Yes, it is. So we're going to put our number 3 here. All right. So 3 into 7 goes 2 times with a remainder of 1. 3 into 12 goes 4 times. And 3 into 9 goes 3 times. So based on the divisibility rule, you should be able to look at this and see that this number is also divisible by 3. So we're going to use our number 3 here. So we can say 3 into 24 goes 8 times, and 3 into 3 goes 1 time. So we have 81. Is 81 divisible by 3? Yes, it is. So 3, we have our number here. 3 into 8 goes 2 times. And we know that 2 3s is 6 with a remainder here of 2. 3 into 21 goes 7 times. Is 27 a number that is divisible by 3? Yes, it is. So we say 3 into 27 goes 9 times. And 3 into 9 goes 3 times. And 3 into 3 goes 1 time. So I'm just going to count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So they are all 3s. So we're going to write our prime factors here, and we should have 6 of them. Then I'm going to go ahead and get my brackets, my 2 brackets, and I'm going to put them in pairs, all right? So here, if we should cut it in half, we would realize that we have the same amount. So in the first bracket, we would have 3 times 3 times 3, and the next bracket, 3 times 3 times 3. So 3 threes is 9, and 3 nines is 27. So we'll have 27 here. And the answer, we would put answer for the square root of 729 is equal to 27. Next example is to find the square root of 11,025. So please ensure that you practice your timetable so it is very easy for you to work them out. If you don't have if you don't know your timetable, you can go ahead and use your calculators. So we have 11,025. We're going to write out our prime numbers here, just the first 5. For division, we're going to check to see if this number is divisible by 2. It is not divisible by 2. Is it divisible by 3? Yes, it is. So we're going to use 3. So here we're going to go ahead and start our division. So 3 into 11 would go 3 times with a remainder of 2. 3 into 20, 6 times with a remainder of 2. 3 into 21 goes 7 times with a remainder of 1, and 3 into 15 goes 5 times. Is this number also divisible by 3? So let us just go ahead and check. 3 into 6, 1, 3 into 3, 1, 3 into 6 goes 2 times, 3 into 7 goes 2 times with a remainder of 1, and 3 into 15 goes 5 times. Is this number divisible by 3? No. So we're going to move on to 5. 5 into 1,225, that would go 245 times. Still divisible by 5. 5 into 245 would go 49 times. 7 into 49 would go 7 times, and 7 into 7 would go 1 time. So here we're going to write out our prime factors here. So we have 3 times 3 times 5 times 5 times 7 times 7. So we're going to just divide them equally in the brackets. So we have 3 times 5 times 7, and we'll just go ahead and we're going to multiply across. 3 times 5 times 7, and that would give us 105. So our answer here would be the square root of 11,025 is equal to 105. Just a disclaimer, 4 is not a prime number. The first 5 prime numbers, 2, 3, 5, 7, and 11, is to find the square root of 2025. So we have 2025. We're going to write out our first 5 prime numbers, and that is 2, 3, 5, 7, and 11. We're going to check, can 2 go into 2025 without leaving a remainder? No. We're going to check with our number 3. Yes, it is divisible by 3, so we're going to just go ahead and do our division. 3 into 2025 goes 675 times. Is 675 divisible by 3? Yes, it is. 3 into 675 goes 225 times. And 3 into 225 goes 75 times. You can just double check using your calculators. And 3 into 75 goes 25 times. 25 is not divisible by 3, so we're going to move on to our next prime number, which is 5. 5 into 25 goes 5 times, and 5 into 5 goes 1 time. So we're just going to write out our prime factor: 3 times 3 times 3 times 3. It's very good for you to count them if you're not sure. And after doing that, we're just going to go ahead and get our brackets, and we're going to separate them: 3 here, 3 here, times 3 times 5. So we're going to go ahead and multiply. 3 times 3 is 9, and 9 times 5 is 45. So our answer is the square root of 2025 is equal to 45. If you are not sure about what you're doing currently, you can rewatch this video more than once to get a better understanding. Feel free to ensure that you subscribe, ensure that you comment below, and let us know if you understand how to use a prime factorization method to find the square root of numbers. This method is used when you are required to show the working out, but if you are not, you can simply use the square root information on your calculator to get the answer. But if you're asked to use the prime factorization method, this is the method that they're talking about. Thank you for watching.